Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to make some Slingshot band sets. You've been buying pre-mades for a long time and now you want to venture out and make your own. Well, for a nice affordable price, under 60 bucks, you can get a setup, you can get shooting, you can experiment with tapers, lengths, anything you want. So hang on tight. By the end of this video, you are going to be cutting your own bands and shooting like a pro. In no time, you will be hitting cans with your desired taper, your desired length. A little too excited? Well, it's pretty damn exciting to be able to cut your own and not buy pre-mades now, isn't it? First of all, you're going to need a few items. You're going to need some latex. You're going to need some pouches. You need a way to tie the pouches onto the latex. You're going to need some sort of measuring device. You're going to have a way to cut this latex and maybe even a jig to get that band and pouch to mate and have an excellent time. Welcome back to the workshop. This is how I have mine set up here. I bought this case at Harbor Freight. I had a wicked deal on them. They were like 20 bucks a piece, so that was badass. I got a couple of them for different reasons, but one of them is to hold all my slingshot cutting stuff. This is what we have here. I got a sweet arrangement of stickers for one, which is amazing. Inside of here, I have a towel for no apparent reason. I have a ruler, I have some scissors, and I have a cutting mat. This cutting mat fits easily into this case here, so I can have everything together. Later on, guys, after you do this for a while, instead of this ruler here, what you're gonna want to get is a template, a taper that you like. If you settle on one, you may only get one template, but a lot of guys have a couple different ones, down to the nitty gritty. So this is a band, adjustable band ruler is what they call it. This here thing is a wonderful thing to have at the beginning when you're first cutting your own bands, because you can change your taper very easily and adjust it to whatever you want. So let's go ahead and pick a taper. I'm gonna pick a pretty common taper. I'm gonna do 20, we'll do 20 to 12, how's that? So this thing is supposed to have 1, 2, 3 screws on here. The center one fell out, so it is what it is, it still works. So I'm just gonna loosen these screws up here. There's 1 and 2. And then I'm gonna adjust the one end down to we'll do 20. 20 on the one side. I'm just gonna snug this up a little bit. Now I put a mark here because I like mine cut at 150 millimeters, but you may like yours different. So I'm gonna do 20 there and down at that mark. I'm gonna bring it down to 12, and then I'm gonna tighten the other screw here. So now officially I have a 20 on the top, a 12 at this line here, and that's at my mark at 150 millimeters, which is what I like. You'll develop your own length after you get into this a little further. This is how we're gonna cut it. Now you're gonna have to pick your latex. So this is Omega Slings Electric White. This is what I shoot 90% of the time. And this is 0.5 thickness. 0.5 to me has been a very versatile thickness. If you're long draw, you can get some really, really fast speeds. If you're short draw, you'll get a little bit less speeds with this here, but tapers can change that a little bit here. This video is about cutting your own bands and starting off as the beginner aspect. I've been doing this for a while now, so I already have developed how I like to do things and tapers, lengths, thicknesses that I like. You'll have to experiment and figure it out on your own. So I have my cutting tool, have my latex, have my ruler set 20 to 12. Roll out a little slice of this, lay it flat on your self-healing mat here. I'm gonna take this ruler and I'm gonna butt this up to the edge of that latex, and I'm gonna put it on the top line that I marked and the bottom line that I marked to make sure that it's equal. I'm gonna gently press down here and I'm gonna follow that edge all the way down. Now we have one band. Simple as that. I have my latex rolled out. I have my ruler with my line on there. You can see it kind of there. Line. Need a little bit better lighting out here. Is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down on here. I'm gonna take this latex here and butt it up to this plastic, the black part of the plastic. I'm gonna go ahead and push that up to there. I'm gonna make sure my lines are marked correctly. Press down firmly. Take my rotary cutter and follow that down. And now we have successfully cut 2 bands. All right, now we have successfully cut enough bands, enough latex to make a 1 band set. So we're gonna put some of this stuff away. Now we're gonna have to get a pouch, and then we're gonna have to get a way to tie that pouch onto the bands. Pouches I like are pit pouches. They're made by Sniper Sling. So this is the pouch that I use. This is a pit pouch from Sniper Sling. Some guys are going to need a pull-through device to pull the latex through. If you're using a thicker latex, you may need that tool. It's not required to make bands, but it can help if you are running really thick latex or tapers. This is a pull-through tool here. See if I can zoom in or something, but it's not required. What I use is crystal string. This is the part of the video that a lot of people are gonna have something to say. And if you do, go ahead and chime in. Leave me a comment. Tell me how you do it, because there is no right or wrong way. I have used this way for the past 2 years, and it has never failed me. So this way will work with how I tie my bands. You do not have to do it this way, but for me, it works, and it will work for you too. You may have a few mishaps at the beginning, but if you do this way, it will work. So now we have a pouch. We have 2 pieces of latex set to the taper that we desire. We have 2 pieces of crystal string here. We are ready to tie it on. This is the part where you need these clamps. These are little like 4-inch, 3-inch squeeze clamps or spring clamps, alligator clamps, whatever you want to call it. Find a piece of rope or string, paracord, whatever you'd like. There's going to be, I didn't have holes in this one, so I had to drill a hole on that side of the handle and a hole on this side of the handle. I just tied a knot so they don't fall through. This is a band tying jig, and this will work. Now we're gonna have to get down and dirty. When you have your pouch and you have your bands, what you're gonna have to do is insert it through the side that is where the ball goes. So this is your ammo side of your pouch. You have to insert this band into the ammo side. I just roll it up a little bit here, and then I push it through. I grab that little piece, and then I pull it through. So now I have it shoved through. Keep in mind, guys, there's a couple different ways that you're gonna fold this. You can fold it for through the fork, or you can fold it for over the top. I shoot OTT, which is over the top, so I'm gonna fold it in half. This is just gonna be a latex that's folded in half. We're only gonna concentrate on this right here. This is over the top. I know from feeling and eyeball that this is about how far I want it. So I'm gonna take this here, I'm gonna fold it over like that. I'm gonna pinch it right where it meets the pouch, and we're just gonna hold that for a second. Take your clamps, run it below your legs. Yeah, I know. I got short, little, stubby, fat legs. It is what it is. Now you got a clamp on either side of your leg, and they go down. The rope goes between. So when you pull your legs apart, it's gonna get tension and relieve tension. I did not think of this idea. This came from a guy that I saw, which you should check out too, named Can Vandal. I don't know if he thought of this first, but it's a genius idea, and I think it works great for a very affordable price. So what I did there was I pinched the latex into that clamp, and now we're going to take the other side and we're going to hold it on to the pouch there, and then now you use the tension of your legs to open and close. Can you see? To open and close the distance or the amount of tension on this latex. Take your crystal string here. And this is all you got to do. I start at the bottom. I get close to the pouch, right? I'm almost touching the pouch with the crystal string, and I just go over and under. I do it 3 or 4 times, 4 or 5 or 6, whatever I feel like doing at the time. I'm not the type person that overthinks this stuff. Now I pull a little bit of tension each time I go around. Now I'm just going to do an over-under knot. I do this usually 4 times. So I wrap the crystal string around the latex 4 times, and then I tie 4 overhand knots. I just trim the excess off. Now you have successfully tied one side of the band here. You just pinch that onto your pants so it doesn't fall, and then you can check it out and see it's pulling fine. What I like to do is I trim the tag end off also, just because I don't like that flap laying there, so I just trim that off. And then you do the same thing for the other side. Don't forget to like and subscribe.